In this video, I will share the best ways to start a conversation with a girl or woman. At least, that's in my opinion. If you're a man, I know that this will help you. And I even included some that don't require that you speak to her, which is fantastic if you're like I used to be, a shy guy when it comes to talking with the ladies at least. And the three best ways are the combo openers that kicks ass with hi all day long, and the best approach for shy guys. What you say to her to make her follow you home on the first date. And then I will reveal the wordless way to make her incredibly horny and chase after you. So that's what you're into. And if you like this video so far, you can give this video some likes. And if you're not subscribed, subscribe and obliterate that notification bell so that I can notify you whenever I upload new videos here on my YouTube channel. Now, what are the best combo openers that kicks ass with hi all day long, you might ask? Well, imagine that you're approaching a woman you think is hot. You will immediately start to think about something clever to say to her that opens up the conversation. But then, when you finally arrive, you start to hesitate, and all you can think about saying is Elaine, hi. Have you ever experienced this scenario? The chances are that you have, since it has happened to most guys I've talked with and coached as well, and it is perfectly natural to do, so don't be too hard on yourself if it has happened to you. I had to overcome things by taking small baby steps, and I wished, hoped and prayed that there was a quicker way, but back then there wasn't. But thanks to my stubbornness, I eventually became a master of writing the best text messages that created the right emotions in her and kept the conversation going long enough to get her out on a date, because after a great opener, you need to follow up with a great continuation, right? Now, I've covered them in an article that shares the best combo openers that you can start using ASAP. And if you want that one, you can check out the resources page below. These combo openers are a lot better than a simple hi and will help you start the conversation with her immediately. But let's talk a little bit about how you can keep the conversation going. Now, shall we? The conversation starters that I've shared with you so far do work in most cases, but the next problem arises quickly. How do you follow up with more clever things to say that keep the conversation going? Your instinct is to say whatever comes to your mind, but that's probably not the smartest thing. The reason is that it is most likely something lame and will completely ruin your chances of getting her out on a date, since your big opening and lame follow-up will make her feel disappointed and she will make up an excuse to get out of her room. And that's not what you want, right? So instead, the best way to keep the conversation going is to create something called open loops. Open loops are things you need an answer to immediately, and your favorite TV show always has them at the end of each episode. They are often referred to as cliffhangers. The hero or heroine is facing grave danger, and then it ends. And you have to wait for the next week to see what happens and whether the person has overcome the situation or not. Now, I know that most of us aren't script writers for big productions, so what can you do instead? Whether you did or didn't understand what I was referring to here, I want to share the best strategy to keep the conversation going after your amazing combo opener, and you will also find that one in the resources section below. If you want to start a conversation but don't know what to say to her, you might like to text her and send her a text message. For that reason, I would suggest that one of the questions you ask her at least before you leave her is, "What's your phone number?" Make sure that you send her a text ASAP to ensure that she hasn't given you a phony phone number. By getting her phone number, you can start to send her messages like, "When I think about you, I smile," or something of that nature. However, if you want to get in the bedroom with her, you need to be a bit bolder than you usually are. It will create an instant interest for you in her if you know how to do it. It will also increase the likelihood of getting her out on a date and hopefully turn your hot female friend into your next girlfriend. Would you like that? Well, I actually left something below in the resources section. Make sure that you check it out. She will be more daring in text than in real life, and also more outspoken than she normally is. She might even use some dirty words, but to ramp things up between the two of you, I recommend that you take a different approach and don't use any dirty words. Because the best way to do it is to send messages that create a certain kind of emotions and put her in the right mood to get her out on a date. Yes, it's highly manipulative, but it actually works, and I put everything in the resources section below, and everything is free. Now, things have changed during the last decade, and we might be happy for that, and it's more than possible to make her follow you home on the first date today than it used to be. Today, it's normal for a woman to follow a guy home and have sex with him on the first date. It's also more accepted in society today than it used to be, and for that reason, you might want to know what you should say to make her follow you home, wouldn't you? Now, if that is something you want, then I can tell you that it's both plausible and possible to make it happen, but only if you know the secret language that will make her feel an uncontrollable lust for you, and only you. If you're well versed and know how to speak with ladies, there is a certain set of words that will turn her on and make her want to follow home with you for some bedroom action, shall we say, in your bedroom. In that case, you might appreciate the exact words that you should say to her to turn her on right now. If you're a shy guy like I used to be, you will appreciate what I will share with you next, since that doesn't require a lot of talking. Now, I recommend the wordless way to turn her on if you're a shy guy like I used to be. You see, I was pretty shy when I was younger, but luckily for me, I overcame it thanks to a painstakingly long and complicated process. I hoped, prayed, and wished there would have been something more straightforward back then. But unfortunately, there weren't. I had to start by talking to women I didn't have any romantic interest in whatsoever, and then continue to speak with women who were increasingly harder to overcome my shyness. It's still something you can do if you're listening to this video, But today, there are a lot of online courses that can help you overcome your shyness and get in bed with a hot woman, no matter if you want a voluptuous blonde, a hot brunette, a raging redhead, a black goddess, or a sweet Asian woman. Now, if that's something that interests you, check out the video that pops up here around my head. One of these courses will probably be the best one suited for you, and I talk about which would be the best fit for you depending on your unique situation in more detail in that video, so make sure that you check it out. If you're shy and want to know the secret language that women really like and that you need to master to get her out on a date, then you should listen to what my colleague Kate talks about in the video. I don't have the video on the same server as my blog is on, of course, but let me tell you that if you decide that it is something for you, then you might check it out, listen what she says, and if you decide to purchase it, I will earn a small commission from it. The best part is that the language she discusses is the only truly universal language that I know of. So even if you are on a trip and spot a hot woman, you can use it even if you don't speak her language to get in bed with her. That's how powerful Kate's method is. If you're too shy to start a conversation with a woman you find hot, I think you owe it to yourself to at least watch the video, since that will give you many valuable tips about women from the source itself, since Kate is a woman. Kate will reveal what turns women on, and it's not what you think right now. And you can use her sneaky method on any woman. Now, I've used it on my girlfriend myself, and so have many other guys used just to start a conversation with a hot woman and eventually get her inside of their bedroom and turn her into their girlfriend. So if that is something you want, click the link in the description below, and that's the first link. And the best part is that it works even if you're going to approach and start a conversation with her. But I think you might appreciate the additional benefits that Kate discusses in the video. Don't you? Now, if you decide to purchase after watching the free video, I will earn a small commission from your purchase, and I will invest that money into making more videos and more blog posts to help you get the girl you want and get a hot girlfriend. This is Ricard signing off. I want to thank you so much for watching this video until the end, and remind you that if you're not subscribed, subscribe, obliterate that notification bell, and if you like this video, you can give it some likes as well. And please, let me know if you decided to take up on Kate's offer and how it has helped you get a girlfriend by leaving a comment below. I will see you in the next video.